Give it a couple seconds to start. There we go. Alrighty, welcome back, folks. My name is Top Hat Rick, and I'm here with This Nurse Kills, and we are in Season 2. I am now getting 9 frames per second. I don't know if this is going to work. This is almost certainly... Wow, this is terrible frames per second. Untenable. I guess if I just like stand still and show things, we can do like a little tour, but I'll probably need to fix these technical details before we can actually play on a live stream. So I'm just going to show you some things and try and stay kind of still just to give you a brief tour of the Season 2. I'll tell you a little bit about it just like for the sake of both your own information and for the audience here. And then I'll stop recording and I will stop streaming and we can try and go into a cave or something like that. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, let's go back to my place real quick. And you will recognize it from Season 1. We used this edit mod that allowed us to copy and paste builds. And actually, I was able to copy and paste my chests as well with the stuff in them.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I'm starting off quite nicely with diamonds and everything. But yeah, our cabin is basically the same. I've made one change to it, and otherwise it's just pasted in. I'll pull up my mini map, and I have a mini map for you as well, right out the gate. And Again, the video quality, I apologize for the... You can only see that it is night. It's not night anymore, right as we come inside. Yeah, so video quality, I apologize for the terrible frame rates here. I'm using a different computer from usual and getting 7 frames per second. So I'll fix that in the future, but for right now, it's more just... Point is just to show it off and to say that it's here. And the server is luanti.eom.dev, port 30,000. You can see that in the game. But now I'm going to focus on showing things to Holly. I think she just disconnected from our...
Yeah.
She's back. Okay. Cool.
Here I am. Yeah, I was saying my build wasn't worth the save, wasn't worth the copy for the effort.
Actually, we did save it.
You did?
Yeah, Zephyr went through and saved a few people's builds, and I noticed that yours was included in that. And we can see over, well, the first thing that I'm seeing is if you look up to the right, there's a big diamond inside the mountain. Do you see it?
Diamond.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it.
That's a pretty cool monument. This is the first time I'm seeing that. This was the teleport station from Season 1. We copied that over and just made it the world spawn. And the post office from Season 1 has made its way over here, so you can claim a mailbox.
Postmaster Whisker still with us?
No, so I have disabled the Animalia mod. There are no animals in this server. They were way too buggy.
I'm gonna have to build one out of...
I felt like they kind of took away more than they added just because they were so buggy. But there is one animal that is still on the server. Would you like to guess which one it is?
What is it?
I can see it from here.
Bird? Is it fireflies?
Well, yes, the fireflies are still here, but that's not the one. It's the bees. So bees, hives, honey, all that stuff was added by the farming mod, not Animalia. So we still have bees. Yeah, we're having a lot of trouble here with the network stuff. You back, Holly?
I'm back. I was making my guess that the animal that with us is the firefly.
Yeah, it's the fireflies are still here, but that is not the one. You can see it out this window.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yep, the bees.
You saved bees.
So feel free to claim a mailbox. I think there might be one available upstairs. There is, if you want a special one.
Ooh. I'll save the special one. I kind of want the same one that I had
All right.
relative to the post office.
Yeah, it does make it easy.
I like this over here, and I've got a cool view of the statue that Jennifer built out there.
Yeah, that thing's pretty wild looking through the window. Yeah, that was something that Zephyr built in the previous season, and I was hosting a live stream, and I was just AFK live streaming, and while I was doing that, Zephyr found where I had positioned the camera and built this. I don't remember if he built it behind me or like right in front of it on the live stream. So I think I was just walking around my apartment and I looked over at the screen and I saw this huge statue had appeared on my live stream. It was pretty funny.
Mouth of man.
Yeah. Let me give you a couple things. Yeah. We'll run back to my. Actually, I'll do that later. Yeah, the other interesting thing about this is the Dwarf Fortress caverns. I'm going to show you those. But the frame rates here are so terrible, and between the audio, the frames, and all that, the video quality here is going to be quite poor. So I'm going to try and end this video stuff as quickly as possible. But let's just go down here. Now there's not a whole lot to see in this yet. We haven't found anything tremendous, but we go downstairs, you can see there are stalactites and stalagmites. Oh, my frame rates. I'm at 24 frames per second. Look at, it's so much better. I guess we could go on like a caving mission then. But yeah, you can see there are some stalactites here, or stalagmites. Right? Those are
on the ceiling, stalagmites on the ground.
But those are added by the Dwarf Fortress Caverns mod, and that's supposed to make much more interesting caverns, but we haven't found anything particularly wild other than the stalactites and stalagmites yet.
What's all this?
I don't know.
A little,
Captain Sparks built this. I'm not sure. But this leads into my house, which is kind of fun.
Oh, cool. That was like your basement.
Yeah. And that's kind of all that I have really seen. I know that other people have been on. We'll go and explore and we'll see a few things. Oh, I'll show you this too while it's here. This is a trading caravan. So like, you remember the King's Market and the Night Market from the last one?
Yeah.
So those are placed by admins, like only I can place those, and I guess I'll give you all the privs too, so you'll be able to do it. But yeah, only administrators can place those. Whereas this little sign here can be made by anybody. It's pretty expensive though. And if you right click on it, go ahead, you'll see it has summoned the caravan. And there's a wait of 114 seconds. Do you see it counting down?
I do, yeah.
So I think the way this works is that anybody can build one of these posts, and there is one caravan that can be summoned. And like if it's summoned at my post, then you have to wait for it to be done at my post, and then it has to go to your post. So it like goes around from one post to another, and anybody can build a post
cool.
like summon it. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm not quite sure about that. But I think that's how it works, and I think that's pretty cool.
That is cool. I would like to wait and see what comes over the mountain and through the woods.
And we'll be here in 60 seconds, and I'm trying to stay very still for my frames. While we're waiting, we can go into my house,
Blender.
and I can give you a few things. My donut from previous season came over with us.
Donut.
That donut
That's a very expensive.
It was quite an expensive donut.
It makes it all the more sweet. Are there any other differences between season 1 and season 2 other than the cave, the no more animals, and the caravan?
Yeah, there are, and one of them is pretty wild actually. I will show it to you today, but I'm not going to show it on camera because the frames and stuff are so bad. But as part of the Dwarf Fortress mods, they recommend installing something called magma conduits, which adds like a different way that lava is formed in the terrain, and the effect of this is that there are now volcanoes.
Oh, cool!
Yeah. Oh, here's the
We should go
caravan.
paragliding off of one. Oh, neat! Oh, that's so cute. Like a little salesman if you were to upgrade.
Yeah. Not a ton of activity yet, but
Oh wow! So we can treat this similar to the king and the night market, where we can place our stuff
yes.
sold
Yeah,
in the
but
caravan.
you
Cool.
can make
and you have
a-
to summon it.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to cancel this video stuff. It's kind of too much going on at once for the network, I guess. But we got a little bit out of it, and a little bit of an intro to season 2. So if you want to see more of season 2, we have pretty sweet mountains up there. But you can join us on luanti.eom.dev, and I'll put a link in the description that will have a discourse thread that's a forum thread with information about how to join, how to get the game, and all that stuff. So cool. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you next time, hopefully with better frame rates. Toodaloo.